These days, the biggest question any new chess player has is how to improve at chess as quickly as possible. I guess I must answer one quick question before we start. That would be, what qualifies me to speak on this issue? Well, I would say, being a 1600 rated player, I am very qualified to speak on anyone rated below me. That is in the top 98.5% of players on chess.com. I've also played over the board in both FIDE tournaments, and also I played for the St. Andrews Chess Club, which recently scoring victories against an 1800 FIDE rated player. I'm not going to waste any of your time. We're going to quickly jump straight into it. So we look at the best player coming up right now is Bino Oro. He's actually the youngest FIDE master ever. He's 10 years old. He's already a FIDE master, already has an international master norm. So this guy is rising up the ranks very quickly. If we look at his profile, we can see he has 10,000 games, pretty standard. His blitz rating is already almost 2,900. I believe he's been 2,900 in blitz before. But the most interesting thing is if you go to Puzzle Rush, of course, 69 is a really good score. But you look how many he's played. He's played 4,293 games of Puzzle Rush, which goes to show you, does Puzzle Rush actually help you improve? Well, I would like to say yes. Of course, with the anecdotal evidence here of Faustino playing quite a lot of it, but also, I would like to argue that actually hammering home these basic tactics really does help your chess play, because if you're just playing puzzles rated normally on chess.com, which is very good to begin with, you're just going to be hammering home the tactics at your level. Let's say you're 2,000 in puzzles, which is quite a standard rating. If you're not there yet, you'll get there soon. And then you're just doing these sort of 2,000 puzzles that are all quite similar, but doing the Puzzle Rush allows you to do puzzles from a very basic level. Of course, the ones at the beginning are just going to be back rank checkmates, but as you rise up, you can be hammering home all these basic tactics and really getting your pattern recognition up there to quickly identify checkmating sequences and ways to win material. And there must be a reason this guy has played 4,293 attempts, apart from it just being fun. If you look at his regular puzzles as well, he's also played over 6,000 regular puzzles. We can see chess.com puzzles is a really good thing to do, and also Puzzle Rush, that there's 3 different modes you can do. There's a 3-minute, a 5-minute, and a survival. I would probably recommend survival is probably the best one you can do, just because you have as much time as you want. You don't have to blitz through them. But if you want to try and set scores and it's a bit more fun, you can also try the 3-minute and 5-minute variant, especially if you're trying to warm up for a rapid game or classical, or even for a bit of blitz, just sort of get your mind in gear and ready to play. I'd also recommend a few other YouTubers you might want to watch. In terms of improvement, I'd say Daniel Naroditsky has the best content out here. He is a grandmaster. He's a top player in the world, especially online, and he has some amazing content on that. I would suggest take a look at his speed runs, which is where he takes a low rated account all the way up to about 2,200 elo. This will help you because during the speedrun, he will play against someone your level. He also recommends some really good openings. Just the way he explains the game is honestly second to none. If you like more of a lecture style content, Ben Feingold has some great lectures on the game. And of course, Gotham Chess. If you look at his older videos, he's also has some great guides how to improve, formulating a plan, all that sort of stuff. And when you start to get more serious, you want to get an opening, you're hitting 1400s, I'd say recommend the site Chessable, as you can get free courses and paid courses to get your openings up notch, really, really high. But honestly, I wouldn't recommend doing too much opening study. Just focus on hammering home those tactics. Get these lower levels, people are just going to be hanging pieces, hanging tactics left, right, and center. If you just simply take pieces or take free pieces using tactics, or just by capturing them and keeping your pieces defended, you're going to fly up the chess rating ladder. If you prefer to practice things in person, the last stage of the game is endgames. Of course, you've got Naroditsky to help you with their middle games. But in terms of endgames, Naroditsky also has some great videos on that. I'd recommend checking this out. But a very famous book is Silman's Endgame Course. Here we were looking at a chessboard course by Alex Banzea. It sounds very boring, Silman's complete endgame course, but he goes into a very dynamic, he has a great writing style. If you go to chessboard course, this is the free version, so there's a bunch of content in here too. We see endgames for beginners. There's all sorts of things you're going to need to know. How to queen, the staircase checkmate. If you're a basic player, you probably know this already. Or if you don't know this, time to learn. You go into the course, you learn all these variations. It's all good stuff. You can be improving so quickly. And endgame study is also really important because once you get a basic understanding of endgames, you're going to fly up the ranks because you're going to save bad positions. You're going to hustle all right positions. And you're also going to save a lot of draws when you're completely losing. Either sort of going for stalemate traps, or just promoting your pawn quicker than they expect you to, and just stealing a free point. The last point in this video is to never resign, especially when you are lower rated. 1400, I would say never resign at all, especially when you have knights on the board, you have any sort of play, because chances are you're not even going to need to generate kinds of play. Chances are your opponent might even just hang a queen and get you completely back in the game, ready for you to save some of that sweet, sweet elo. So if you use all these tips to improve your game, you are going to improve extremely quickly. Perhaps not to level up Bino Oro, that'd probably be quite grandiose to promise you guys, but honestly, Puzzle Rush, using Naroditsky's videos, endgame courses, and also studying your endgames and using Naroditsky's speedrun videos to boost your middle games, that is a complete system for both opening, middle game, and endgame. Hopefully I'll see you guys in the next video.